Alrighty guys, 'tis I, ChrissieGirl. Welcome to part 13 of my LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 playthrough. And this is the last part of Year 5. This is the last level of Year 5. After this, Year 5 comes to an end. And quite frankly, it's about time. This year has lasted a lot longer than what I thought it was going to. In Years 1 to 4, each year took about 9 parts maximum, so 13 parts was stretching it a little bit from what I actually initially wanted, but that's what happens when you're a stud crazy moron. So anyway, we are now in the Department of Mysteries thanks to riding on the Thestrals, and there's actually 6 of us. And yeah. Gotta love Hermione's exasperation with Ron. So fits her character. But anyway, now we're in the Department of Mysteries. Let's get into exploring this place. I always love the different levels in this game. There's a whole lot more variety in the level design than what there is in Years 1 to 4. Not to mention the boss battles. Well, actually scratch that. The boss battles in Years 1 to 4 are more interesting than this game. Though the boss battle in this game that's coming up in this level, actually, definitely the best boss battle I've ever fought in the LEGO Harry Potter games. Anyway, plenty of things to zap around here. Plenty of studs to pick up. Yeah. We're obviously trying to build a potion. I can't remember what potion it is. I think it might be either an explosive potion or a strength potion. I'm not 100% sure because I do not remember. Alright, levitating platform. Okay, I need to get someone on there. But first... Okay, first. This is relatively straightforward. Levitate it to the appropriate colour. And that's another potion ingredient. And the final one, which we've obviously seen already, is up there. So hop on board, Harry. Grab the spider. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything while zapping. Okay. I think it's an explosion potion. Explosion potion. I like it. Okay, so let's make a move. Things are now about to get a little bit more interesting. You remember that level in Years 1 to 4? Where Harry and Hermione were chased by the dragon? Oh yeah. We're about to encounter something very similar. I love this take on the prophecy. The heart obviously represents life. And one cannot live while the other survives. So basically one of them's got to kill the other one. And hopefully that, it could be Harry. Harry killed Voldemort. Because Voldemort, well, imagine what a tyrant he would be if he was allowed to live. Imagine what hell he could cause to the the Wizarding world. Oh, thanks for abandoning us, guys. Yeah, see, this section is basically just like the section in Years 1 to 4 where you're being chased by the dragon. You cannot stop for anything. Because that is going to keep chasing you behind you. The shelves are going to keep falling. And if you stop for 1 minute, you're going to get hit. You're probably going to die. Okay, now we can actually move because the shelves have stopped collapsing. Cannot go back that way either. I think we can proceed if we choose to, but I'm choosing not to, just choosing to collect studs where I can. Is that a character token? How the hell could I have missed that? Alas, 'tis me all over. I don't pay a bloody attention to what's on the screen. Mr. Crazy. The Death Eaters are going to appear every now and then, and they're going to try and zap you. This game is still not very combat heavy compared to like the others. But you'll get a few more Death Eaters in this game than what you did in Years 1 to 4. Years 1 to 4 Death Eaters were very, very, very rare to come across in terms of fighting. But in this game they're a lot more common. But it's still definitely more based on puzzle solving than it is on fighting enemies. So we have a problem. Death Eaters have kidnapped our friends, but we've also got the Order of the Phoenix on our side. Go Sirius. Sirius wasn't kidnapped after all. It was all a mistake by Voldemort. A setup to get Harry to come running, so that Voldemort can get his hands on the prophecy. But anyway, let's rescue our friends. Basically what you have to do is chuck these items at them. Don't let go too prematurely or else it's going to drop. And you're not going to make any difference whatsoever. So basically, you absolutely need to hold down the button until it goes off on its own. So that's Hermione rescued. Ooh, studs. Dark magic areas. Some studs up here, thank you. What's this going to build? Oh, a skeleton. I think I can chuck it. Don't forget that Sirius can turn into Padfoot, and you're going to need him to do that. To dig up what's down there. And I'm really far too interested in the bloody studs at the moment. Ugh. Come on, transform into Padfoot. Good dog. So, oh, for goodness sake, leave me alone. Okay. I can accept that loss of life, because it meant I could dig up what I needed to dig up. Obviously, I think that's Bellatrix Lestrange. She's going to pose a problem. Okay, Lulu is now freed. Let's free another one of our friends. Ron's freed. Need to Findo. Let's build that back together and throw it at Bellatrix so I can free Neville. And there goes Bellatrix. Neville's safe. And now it's only Ginny. Someone's still got to be in there. So dig it up. Even if it is just studs, it is just studs, okay. Now to rescue Ginny. Sorry, but Harry's girlfriend is lost. And now Ginny's safe. Unfortunately, it's not over there. Now we have to do battle with two Death Eaters. Lucius Malfoy and Bellatrix Lestrange. If you play as Sirius Black and battle Bellatrix Lestrange, you can get an achievement or trophy. Very easy to get first time round. You don't actually need to repeat the stage to do so. And Sirius doesn't know focus, so he can't use it. I'm quite surprised Bellatrix knows it, actually. Cow. Let's do it. Unfortunately, one problem I do have with this game is that duels seem to be very predominant in the game, in place of imaginative boss fights. Remember the Basilisk in Years 1 to 4? That was quite an imaginative fight. There isn't nearly enough fights like that in this game. Most of them, you know, at the end of every year you have to fight some kind of boss by solving a puzzle against it and stuff. None of that in this game, apart from Year 5. From what I remember rightly, it's just dueling, and dueling, and dueling. Though there are interesting, you know, bits and stuff. It nearly always ends on a duel. and not on something more imaginative like the basilisk fight, or the fight that we're about to fight in a minute. Oh crap. Bellatrix Lestrange has come back and killed Sirius. Sirius has lost his legs. Evil cow. Kill her, Harry! Go on, kill her! And Remus, you have to watch proudly as he kills. Sirius, you pretend to be dead. Because you are dead. So, we're reaching a climax of this level. Voldemort is here. And he's determined to kill Harry. But Dumbledore is here. He's going to make sure that doesn't happen. So this is the final encounter of the 5th year. And it's actually really, really good. It's probably my favourite boss fight in the entire LEGO Harry Potter series. It completely stays true to that of the film. So if you've watched the film and thought, oh, how cool would it be to play this in video game form? Yeah, it is cool to play it in video game form in the LEGO games. I'm not 100% sure about the Order of the Phoenix game because I only ever beat it once, and to be honest with you, it's too tedious to beat any more than that. So this is relatively straightforward if I remember rightly. But obviously, I don't remember rightly. There's lots of little flames spouting up on the floor. If you know Agramenti, you can put them out. I don't know if Dumbledore knows it or not. I don't think he does. Even though he should do. He's the poxy headmaster. So, that will take out the fire snake. And that gets rid of that. Another hit against Voldemort. Let's proceed forward. Ooh, character token. Bit of an odd place for it to be, but okay. Fudge. Don't see why you would want that arsehole, but whatever. Remember when Voldemort was in this? Levitate it towards him and he's stuck behind it. Ah ha ha ha. I just love how this boss recreates it perfectly from the film. And yet it stays true to the LEGO. It's just so epic and I like it. It's just such a pity that there weren't more fights like this. You know, more imaginative, more based on the films without, you know, completely resorting to just dueling. Dueling's fun, but it would have been nice if there had been more variety in the fight. So now, basically now, Voldemort's attacking you with glass. You've got to switch to Harry here. Dumbledore will always keep the shield up, so basically now it's just a throwing contest. Let's throw things at Voldemort. Harry should have done that in the book. The last 3 hits are relatively straightforward. It's just such a pity that this boss fight is quite short. The Basilisk ones you just felt much longer in length, but this is still an epic fight. So there's only 2 more hits to go on Voldemort now. I think basically it's just the same thing now, just Dumbledore will shield you, and as Harry you just chuck shit at Voldemort. Because chucking things at Voldemort is fun. Yep. Same thing for the last blow. Nothing will get through Dumbledore's shield. Because Dumbledore's awesome like that. He is one of the most powerful wizards of all time, of course nothing's going to get through him. And that's Voldemort. That's it. That's the last boss of year 5. And now Voldemort is obviously trying to possess Harry. And they do a good job of, you know, making it seem funny, but at the same time making it seem epic and serious. So this game doesn't stray too much in, you know, one direction. It stays true to the source material, while only changing things for the sake of humour, but not too much. So that it's over the top. The humour never feels over the top to me. It seems perfectly fine. So Voldemort cannot possess Harry because Harry feels love. Voldemort knows nothing about love, and Cornelius Fudge is now forced to admit that Harry was right the whole time, and that Voldemort is indeed back. But it's too little too late, because Cornelius Fudge is now going to be kicked out of office. His fault. If he had acted, he'd probably still be in office. But no, he had to deny that Voldemort was back, because he was shitting himself at the thought of it. Oh well. As I say, his loss, and let's just be honest, the person who took over from him, Rufus Scrimgeour, he wasn't much better. I mean, he didn't, stick his head in the sand to say Voldemort wasn't there, but he didn't do much either. So anyway, a bunch of newspaper articles. And the year has just come to a close. The Defence Against Dark Arts, Dumbledore's army are all together, apart from Luna, who's after her shoes. That's sick and cruel. Sticking a student's shoes up in a tree just because you don't like him. But anyway, that's it for Year 5. Stay tuned, and the next part will be